today we're having a very, very, very special guest in our midst. Most of you know her as a comedian, an actress, and an entertainer. She attended the University of Ibadan, where she bagged a degree in theater arts, and then she went back to study law. And then she proceeded from the legal profession to being a comedian. Her name is Bosede Olufunke Ogunboye. Church, I present to you Lepasius Bosse. Please give it up for her. Come on. Okay. Madam, you're so popular across Nigeria within the entertainment industry, and we all know you as Lepasius Bosse. I mean, it was in the preparation for this interview that I got to know your name was Bosede Olufunke Ogunboye. And then I thought to myself, Lepasius Bosse. The Bosse we used to know some years ago is obviously not the Bosse we see sitting down with us here today, isn't it? Okay, I read an exclusive on Bella Niger that you had last year in October, and you said being a professional comedian allows you to turn anything into a joke, and you often turned your weight into a joke. But your weight loss journey hasn't been a joke. So please tell this house, what was the turning point in your life where you decided, I need to shed this weight, and how has that journey been?
It was about 3 years ago. I was heading towards 40, and I asked myself, what have you achieved? What do you want to say when you die? How do you want to be remembered? You want to be remembered as the fat woman that made everybody laugh? Or you want to be remembered for something better? I asked myself, if you are a man, will you marry this? And the answer was no. At a point, even before then, I was not seeing my period for about 2 years. Now, I wasn't seeing my period, and the doctor said, it's not rocket science, just lose weight, and the period will come. And so they were putting me on hormonal drugs to balance my hormones. And the hormonal drugs were making me fatter. So now I had two problems. I was depressed, I was eating more, I had hormonal issues, and it was making me fatter. So I went to Namibia to spend the holidays with my brother, and I was sleeping in the room. And my nephew walked into the room and said, I was sleeping. And he said, Auntie Bosse, are you okay? He woke me up, and I said, I'm fine. He said, no, I don't think you're fine. I said, I'm fine. He said, you are breathing funny. I could hear you all the way from the sitting room, and you're breathing very funny. And I got scared that something was wrong with you. Now, the sitting room was not near my room. And then he said I was breathing funny. I said, was I snoring? He said, no, you were not snoring. You were breathing funny. He looked at me and said, please don't die. And now, for the first time, somebody got to me. I don't know if you have ever been in that situation where everybody else had tried to tell you to do something. And as soon as he walked out of the room, I cried like I'd never cried before. But for the first time, I was not crying from pity, from self-pity. I was not crying from pain. I was not crying from sorrow. I was not crying from sorrow. I was crying and asking God for the first time for help. God, I want to do this. I don't know how to do it. I don't know what to do. I have tried over and over and over and over again. I have pretended to be comfortable with it, but I'm not comfortable with it. Help me. And from that day, everything just fell into place.
Wow, that's an amazing story. Please give it up for Lepasius Bosse. Now, I'm going to ask a personal question, and please just answer it because it's going to help a lot of us here trying to, deal with weight issues. How was your self-esteem at the time you were big? How were you comfortable?
Your self-esteem is only as good as you make people think it is. I come on stage and I say, oh, I'm fine, I don't care, I'm big, I'm beautiful, I'm all right. But inside I was dying. You understand? I wasn't happy. I was depressed. I would wet my pillowcase with tears almost every night. I didn't like what I looked at in the mirror. I hated it. But rather than for people to make fun of me, I'd rather make fun of myself. So I did that to cover up. Most fat people will tell you, I don't care, I don't do this, I don't do that. It's a lie, we care. And in those days, I used to say, oh, I'm not fat, I'm big. It's a lie, you are fat. Face it, because it's only when you face the reality that you can deal with it. If you study most fat people around you, they are loud. Most fat people are loud. Before you talk, they talk. They give you all that attitude. It's all to cover up for what they are really feeling on the inside.
How much did you weigh then? How much do you weigh now?
The biggest I ever was 198. I lost 3 kg without really doing anything. But when I consciously started this journey, I was 195. Please, not 195 lb, 195 kg. And now I am 95 kg.
Wow, that's amazing. That is amazing.
I was
amazing.
a size 32, but now I'm a size 14.
Wow. That's amazing. Any questions yet?
Bossa, it's really nice to hear the story, right? I, for one, I'm really impressed, and it's good to see you. So my curious question is, what exactly did you do?
Yes, that's the question everybody really wants to know.
Yeah.
And the interesting thing is that a lot of people think that my weight loss was drastic, and that's why they want to know what I did. They think, oh, she just suddenly lost weight. I didn't suddenly lose weight. This is a 3-year journey. And you know, like I said, I prayed, and God brought information my way. Oh, did I get information? Did I get information? I think the easiest way to lose weight is to just look for information. Because when I started my journey, for example, I would not eat the whole day. I'm dieting. I will starve myself. And then at night, I will sit down with a bowl of catfish pepper soup. In my mind, catfish is fish. I did not know that catfish, all the oil in catfish, was more than all the oil in a bowl of eba. So what I did was, one, I changed my menu. I started eating healthy. And as I sit in front of you, I've not touched them by 3 years. And I miss it. So when people tell you that, no, but I don't know why I'm still adding on weight. I'm doing everything right. It's a lie. Open a food diary and write every single thing that enters your mouth in a day. You'll be shocked at what enters your mouth in a day. Because we like to think that, we don't eat much. But when you look at the things that enter your mouth, you know that you're doing more damage for yourself. Because, for example, you're stuck in Lagos traffic. The next thing you think about is what? Plantain chips or gala. Calculate the calories in those two things. Then you wash it out with a cold bottle of Coke or the casera. And that is not dinner yet, though. When you get home, you still eat dinner. What are you doing? Adding weight. I cancelled eating in traffic, for example, which was very difficult for me. Then when I'm going out myself, I make my snack. If I'm going out, for example, if I'm going to be here all day, if you go into my car, you see my snacks. I take them with me so that I'm not tempted. I take my drinks and everything with me so that I'm not tempted. Because if you don't have them with you, it's what you see that you will eat. Weight loss is not cheap. It's actually very expensive. I was just going to ask that. It's actually very expensive. You can't lose weight without some kind of exercise, no matter how small it is. So I do a lot of walking, I swim, and then I do the treadmill. You know, I made some conscious decisions, and those are decisions I am determined to stay with. One of the things I did when I started my weight loss journey was I cut off a lot of friends. I cut off friends that said negative things to me. I had confessions. Do you understand? I have confessions that I say every morning. I am wonderfully and fearfully made. God created me when he was in a good mood. God is happy with me. I am God's masterpiece. I am losing this weight. This weight is coming down. I am a spirit-controlled woman. I control my spirit. I control my body. I am in charge. When I see what I cannot eat, I say to you, I cannot eat it, and I get away with it. My body does not control me. I control my body. I am not afraid to live the kind of life I deserve to live. I am beautiful. I am slim. I am elegant. My stomach is not my God. I serve a living God. You are not in charge of my life. You know, and I say that over and over and over and over and over again, and then it becomes a lifestyle.
Thank you so much. Let's give her a round of applause, please. Thank you so much.
There are many who strive, but few endure. There are many who struggle, but few prevail. And of those who remain, there is only one who can truly be called a hero.
And